I'm Kinky Craftsman, and welcome to no, that's not right. Welcome to Casey's Workshop, where today I'm going to show you how to build this head wall that also can be hidden in plain sight in case you have little ones running around your house. So let's get to it. Hello! So here we are in the shop. We're going to lay out the handles. You know, those are important to have. They are. So we get a couple of those. I'll have the link for these below. These can kind of fold up out of the way, but also come back down so you can actually use them. So we'll put them somewhere like so. The other part are these sofa kind of clips. Normally you see these to kind of interlock the sofas together. So one will, you know, 4 pieces will go on here, like so. And then the other 4 will go on this other piece back here that we're going to wrap with fabric and foam a little bit later after we get this laid out. So those, and then also the other part will be these D-rings. I'll probably put 4, maybe 5 on this. They'll be laid out. So you kind of already saw on the original part. So I think with that, I'll start working on my layout, and I'll try to give you some pointers as they go along, or just anything I can think of. So, all right, let's get started. So the first thing to remember is that this other board that's going to go on top is 4 inches shorter on either side, so we don't want to put anything in that band. That's what's going to be actually showing when it's hung on the wall. So everything wants to be inside of that. So it's just something to keep in mind when you're laying things out. So I'm going to put a center line on here. This is 67, so 33 and a half. This is my syringe. So what I'm doing here is I'm moving. Originally I had planned it to be out here. I think it'll be a little too close to the edge, so maybe you might be able to see it from there. So I'm just moving these in 2 inches so I can move these over a couple inches that way. They're not in the way when you're tying someone up, but also you can't see them from the side. So I think that'll work out well. Just going to put on a 45 chamfer on it all the way around. Just knock off the edge a little bit, so it shouldn't take too long. Now this piece is ready to prime and paint. So what I want to try to do here is this one will be attached to the headboard. This will be attached to the back of the part that has the foam. And when it fits on there, they kind of interlink. But there's a little bit of a gap there. So I'm going to, I don't know if you can really see that or not. Probably not. It doesn't. Maybe, yeah, that kind of shows it. It's about a 3/32 of an inch. I'll have to move up this piece so it will sit when it's will stay centered on the headboard. One thing I forgot to mention. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is that you can just buy this at the home center and have them cut it to size. It just makes it easier, especially when you have a small space like I have here, to be able to try to rip it down to, you know, get the right size. You can just do it through there for free, so that makes things a lot easier. So I'm going to install the clips on the back of the panel that will be wrapped with fabric. I'll do that first. The screws are a little bit longer than my plywood, but I'll put them in and cut them off, kind of sand them that way. It won't poke anybody. And then we'll flip it over, put some foam, some batten on it, or whatever you call it, and then put the fabric over it. So. Looks good. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue this foam onto the face of this, and I'll take these few pieces and kind of cut it and put it, actually I'll put them on the bottom spot, and then it will get wrapped with another layer of, I don't have it out here right now, but another layer, and then the final layer will go over on top of that. So you kind of spray both sides, let it sit for a minute or two, and then you can join them, and once they stick, they're stuck. And let it dry. It's just 3M Super 77 multi-purpose adhesive. I'll put the link down below. Okay, that looks good. Let's glue it on. We will tack on the batting. I was pulling it taut so it's nice and smooth, like so. And you just kind of keep working it around till you get it. You gotta be careful in the corners, you don't pull them too tight because it will round them over unless that's the look you're going for, or try to keep them square. That's that step. Overall, looks pretty good. So this is the fabric I'm going to use. I don't know anything about it. This end is got a hem on it, or this other end has just been cut off. So I'm going to try to bring a mark down here and try to use that as a straight edge so that way it hangs nice and straight across the board. And hopefully that'll work. This fabric, you got to make sure you don't stretch it too hard. It will change the lines. It looks like nothing like picking an easy fabric to start with. I need some help. Looks like it's dipping down at the end. pulled it too tight. I went the opposite direction. That was not smart. Okay, so I can take these out because I went the wrong way with them. I feel like losing an eyeball today. Too bad. It looks pretty good. Now I'll just finish nailing off the perimeter and work on the corners. Hopefully they'll turn out okay. There we go. Not terrible. All right, now that piece is done. I'll flip this back over. I'm gonna give it a couple coats of finish paint, and then it'll be ready to install on the wall. So here's the head wall. We installed it. I forgot to show this part, but basically you can screw it to your wall different ways. You know, the best way is to put some heavy duty toggle bolts into it, depending on what you have, some nice wood screws. I had cinder block behind this with some hat channel, so I was able to get some screws into it. But you want to make sure that it's definitely secure, and there's a lot of different ways you can do that, and plenty of ways on YouTube to find out how to screw something to the wall. But so what we have here is we have 6 hard points that we kind of tied onto the wall to use however you would like. We also have 2 handles right here, which are good for grabbing hold of while people are doing various activities in bed, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. But that's it. It's pretty simple. We got right here these little kind of, like I said, a sofa kind of clips to hold sectionals together. So on the piece that I'm going to bring in a second that fits on this, it's kind of the reverse. It just sits right into there. And so that way you can have this hidden during the day. You know, kids are in the room, no one would know any different, and you can take it off and have some fun. Okay, so here is the panel that will go over and hide everything. Again, it's just the clips, same as the ones that are on the wall, that you just turn the other direction. And it just clips on like that. And there you go. You have a kinky headboard that no one knows is kinky. Pretty cool, right? Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.